Okay, so we need to make like accommodations / instructional adaptations so that he can still do the task, but it doesn't change like the outcome. So what he's supposed to be learning.
Right.
Okay. So I kind of went through last night and kind of had some ideas. So the first activity is like a comprehension and reading lesson. And Nathan has like he reads below grade level, and he has trouble answering the comprehension question. And the IEP goal that we set was that he would be able to read a grade level passage and answer 5 comprehension questions. So this like assignment is going really good with that. But I think it still needs like maybe a little bit less so that he's not. Somebody has like 10 minutes to do it, so I don't think he's gonna be able to complete the whole thing.
Right.
So for that one, I said maybe have him respond orally and have the teacher help him read it, or whoever's in that center.
I think that that's a good idea.
I agree.
Yeah, those are like basically the only things that I could think of too, is just allowing the question to end, reading like the passages together, like orally with someone.
Right. Because I mean, he can read anything, or not necessarily anything, but he can, when he wants to write something, he can say exactly what he wants to write too. So it's just a matter of helping him get past that.
Okay, the second assignment was worksheets where it's like circle the ones that have the same last sound or whatever. And there was 2 of them, wasn't there? I remember right.
Yes, there are 2.
Do you guys have any ideas on those?
So, excuse me.
That's it.
Thanks. This one is talking about how this one is student-led. So I don't know if they would already be working in groups. But
I think they're already in groups.
Okay.
So I was thinking maybe have like a peer tutor, as they called it, but have it more as like a buddy so that he can like refer back to it to kind of check his thinking, or the peer tutor can help him like with the first 2 problems and then he can do the other ones on his own.
Yeah.
Good idea.
An idea.
Yeah. I feel like kids learn a lot better when they're being taught by their peers as well.
Yeah. And it could even be doing a few on his own and then checking. So that he has a chance before, but I think either way would be effective.
I like that idea. That way he can try it on his own and then reflect back on, someone else.
Yeah. And if he doesn't get them right, then they can talk about it and like the other student can try to explain it.
Yeah. My only other thought was maybe have him do like only the odd ones or something, because there's like 5 problems on each, and I think he's gonna be probably kind of slowish on it.
Yeah.
So if you have him do 3 problems on each page instead of 5 problems on each page.
That's another idea.
That would work. That way he knows.
I don't. Maybe if he has help with the first 2 problems, then he'll do 3 on his own. He might be able to do that.
Yeah, that's true. So just doing 3 problems independently, but still completing all of them.
Right. I don't know if you want to do only 3 problems independently, because you want to get him to the point where, he wants, or not necessarily, at least 3 problems independently. That sounds better.
Okay. I feel like this doesn't really, I guess it kind of goes with his spelling one for his writing IEP, but his writing goal was more like write a paragraph with correct spelling.
Well, yeah, it was to be able to, if he wants to stay at his own grade level as well.
Maybe it'll help him like recognize spelling patterns.
Yeah, and like
I think so.
Sounds come before spelling, so being able to recognize sounds.
Yeah, sounds and spelling are very correlated, so that would help him a lot.
All right. Third one is the math worksheet that gets sent home.
I feel like this one's difficult just because that's his
that's his strength. That's what he knows how to do and likes to do.
He's above average.
But the math worksheet is story problems, which he struggles with.
That's true.
Well, I mean, his parents are really supportive about his whole education, and they know that he struggles in these aspects. So, I mean, maybe there can be a note on his assignment saying that he will need help from, parents or siblings or something.
Yeah, but that's not really like an accommodation or an adaptation. That's kind of just funny enough on the parents.
That's true. Just like a suggestion.
This is true.
So
There can be
there's
like
6
an after
problems.
thing.
What? Sorry?
There can be an after school thing that you can participate in.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking, like, give an opportunity for him to get teacher help. So that actually might involve extending the due date too. If he can't stay after school or come before school, like she might have to just let him turn in like a day late and then give him help like during one of their free time hours or something during the school day.
Or even if he doesn't get it done after school, he can continue to come after school or before school and work on it with one-on-one with one of the teachers. I mean, that's kind of what you said. I'm just saying that out again.
I think if it's just getting sent home, I think he should only do like 3 of the problems.
Yeah, 'cause what was his
on
goal?
doing the math, struggling with the reading.
So we said that Nathan will be able to correctly solve a problem 4 out of 5 opportunities. So maybe give him 5 questions and he should be able to slowly build up to that.
Okay.
Does that sound reasonable?
So can you say that one more time?
So we said that his goal was to be able to correctly solve 4 problems out of 5 opportunities. So, and this is story problem. So I think if we give him 5 problems and then just help him work on with, whatever to build up onto that goal. Does that make sense?
Yeah, so are you saying just give him the 5, or are you saying start lower and then build up to it?
Well, no, we can give him 5, but it's a matter of just like working on it with him slowly so that he can understand that he still has to be able to do those problems,
Mm-hmm.
And especially if he understands math and he's getting one-on-one time with a teacher or a tutor, then he should be able to figure out verbally what that is, what the answer is, and I think that would help him a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, maybe if someone reads it out loud to him too.
Yeah. But again, that would probably be parents or somebody else, unless they did that beforehand, before they sent the homework home, or the worksheet home.
Wait, what would be parents?
So, unless the problems were read out loud to him before he left school, or when he came back the next day, the parents would have to read the questions for him, unless he had some kind of like peer tutor or something, or access to one at home or away from school.
Yeah, I was thinking during the teacher assistants, the teacher can read them out loud to him. But if he's working with his parents,
Okay, so like the next day after he's already attempted them.
I like that.
so the handout 3 had like the list of adaptations, like ideas.
Uh-huh.
Which ones did you guys think were fair?
I think adjusting due dates and the length of assignments. So we were kind of talking about with some of the other ones, like he completes at least 3 on a page or things like that, and then definitely checking in regularly to see how he's doing and offering assistance.
Was there any you guys thought were unfair?
I didn't think, maybe not unfair.
I feel like we made it fair, or we tried to make it as fair as we could.
Yeah.
As far as the ones listed, I don't know if any of them are like unfair, but maybe just ineffective. Like it might not make sense.
Like which ones?
Like providing auxiliary learning aids. A calculator or computer isn't necessarily going to help him unless there's some kind of like application on the computer that will read stories out loud to him.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I think that's just for like an idea. Like that wouldn't probably apply to him because I don't think. Yeah, if you calculate.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
but I think that would be good, like for students that are struggling with like math, because they still need to be doing what the class is doing. So like a calculator would be like a bypass for them, and then you should be practicing really hard with them, like to get their math facts down and stuff. But it's to help them like bypass.
Yeah. So it's not just specifically with Nathan that we're trying to evaluate these. These are
so it's just saying
students.
The adaptations that we made would be unfair for other students. The other students would think would be unfair.
I also think the lowering the evaluation standard is unfair.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's better to like mess with the length or the due date or something first rather than make them turn in something that's not like as high a standard.
Yeah, and
that's you want quality, not.
And going along with that, I think sometimes, I mean, we should probably be a little bit more specific with like the peer tutor, because if he has someone that's more advanced than him, then they might think it's unfair that they have to stop and help him every single time he needs help. As good as that is, we might need someone that's more his level that understands the material better rather than someone that's like really advanced.
Yeah, I agree.
And then kind of along the same lines is adjusting the evaluation standards, like evaluating based on effort, not performance. That's not going to really show much progress. And it's not fair for the other children who
Right.
have to.
I kind of disagree on that one though, because like if he's doing his best work, I feel like he should get like credit for that. But then you should like help him make it even better. But
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, I kind of agree with both of you in a sense. Like, if students see that he is just being graded on his effort rather than, everything else, then they will want to be graded on that too. But I think that if you say just, to your whole class that they are all being graded on effort, like that's a class thing. Because I mean, you have to put effort into something before you can actually perform it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I can see it going both ways.
Yeah, I think I can see both sides. I guess maybe not like a final grade on effort though.
Yeah, right.
would you guys say these are fair just because like they're still doing the same assignment, just with more like support?
Yeah.
I feel like this is all, the fair is something that all the students can do as well.
Okay. Was there more to that question? Oh, brainstorm as a group how teachers can make these needed adaptations that some students may think is unfair. So if other students are like complaining, like that guy has it too easy because he gets longer to do it, or he's not doing as many problems with me, like what would you guys do to handle that situation?
I think the first step has to be just like explaining the situation. And
Well, yeah.
trying to put it more into perspective. But then I'm not really sure.
Do we know what grade level Nathan is?
Then second grade, I think.
Grade? See, and I feel like kids are really honest and they're really good with the truth at times. And I feel like this is a situation that they would be really good with that truth, just because I've seen it in like a practicum class where students need extra help, and they are so willing to be like, hey, come be my buddy and I will read that with you, or I will work on that with you. And so I think if they understand that truth, and they understand the honesty that not everyone is perfect in every aspect of learning, then, and you know, like we are all on a team helping each other, then they will be able to help each other. Does that make sense? Did I say that?
Yeah. I agree.
Yeah. Because I mean, kids understand a lot more than we give them credit for, I think.
Yeah.
So I mean, if we give them that responsibility, then that will help them a lot.
And at that age, they're not super like selfish, I guess.
Right, they're still in that.
So they'll want to help.
Yeah, they're still in that like willing to help stage, which I think is great.
What would you guys do in older grades? Just curious.
That's kind of what I was thinking. That's what I was like, what grade is he in?
Well, like with some of them, you can provide opportunities for everyone, like providing extra credit opportunities. Don't just single the one child out, like provide them for anyone that needed them or wanted them. But some of them, older children, you would have to try to explain it to them still so that they understand.
And even then, if he's had this problem since like second grade, then these peers, these classmates have known it since they were in class with him, and so they've grown up with it. They know how it is.
Right.
And so it wouldn't be hard to just, again, you know, lay out the truth and be like, here's another year. This is what, you know, we're all working on together. Let's help each other. I don't know.
Okay. I guess we can like this next little part under A is like saying like explain to students why the adaptations are made and under what conditions. So that was like what we just said.
Yeah, that was good.
Alright. Return to your original groups and oh okay, we're still
Yeah.
so we have the best idea.
We do. We have the best idea.
Hello, Covers.
Is that your dog?
Yeah. He just came back inside. Pretty crazy. He gets so excited when he sees people that he hasn't seen in 5 minutes.
Isn't that true?
Alright. Okay, I think we are good to go.
Okay, cool.
And I can submit this right now, so.
Okay. You are so great. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you guys.
Yeah.
Have a good weekend.
You too.
You
Good luck
too.
with everything.